and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Carr. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On second down, this is Harris. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. 16
yards right off the bat and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Carr going to go on 4th down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Pickett sets up play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Harris running straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down and 4. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run again with Bolden. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Here's Bolden. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. A dump off here to Bolden. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On play action, now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mac Hollins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. On the give, this is Harris. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off play action, Pickett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Room here to run. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr looking deep for Adams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now here's another carry for Harris. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Pickett will look to pass it. He'll buy some time right. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They run with Bolden, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Bolden. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr going to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. Back now in Pittsburgh. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Bolden. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Keelan Cole touchdown grab. And the Raiders have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. Carr will look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Pickett to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Pickett. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.